This year, I believe that we are gonna make money. This year, I believe that we shall prosper. This year, I believe, congregation, I believe. Can I get a hallelujah? Can I get an amen? I believe this year's the year for us to make money. All the money we made last year, double, 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 double. Can I get a hallelujah? Amen. Can I get a hallelujah? Amen. Joy, prudence, rati, tembelihle, lesego, Gloria, Denise. Good morning, everybody, and welcome to How I Do Things. I'm Kopane Shmage, and this is How I Do Things. Thank you so much for joining me. You are live from Johannesburg, South Africa. This is the show where you send me your questions, and I'll let you know how I would do things. Now, you can take it as advice or use it as entertainment. Use it, don't use it. Take it, don't take it at all. Listen, do what you will with it. Because me, I'm no professional. I'm no professional whatsoever. I'm just letting you know what I would do if I was in your shoes. So let me know, who are you, where are you from, and where are you joining us from? Because today, honeys, it is a Chelete Tuesday. So I'm coming to you with tips and tricks about your shmoney, honey. So good morning, Raquel. Good morning, Denise. Khaletsang Rati, Manisha, Gloria, Lesego, Tembelihle, good morning, Paulette. Good morning. Oh, goodness. Let's see. Who did I miss? Simo, Prudence, good morning to you. Oh, I didn't get any hallelujahs. Amen from Lesego. Diana, good morning. Tendai, good morning. Good to see you again. Nice. So who's excited for a Chat Tuesday? It's a new year, new me. We continue with the series. As you know, the first week of January, we are just going to go through all the topics. New year, new me. And today we're chatting about new year, new shmoney, honey. I truly do believe that we are going to make that shmoney this year. I believe within my heart, with my soul, that we are going to make that shmoney this year. So, with that being said, I think it's an obvious, guys. It's nothing that we have to debate. It's nothing that we have to speak about. It's an obvious. It's in the system. It's in the air. It's in the environment. We are making the shmoney this year. All right. Now that we know that, right? Ooh, alarm's going mad. Now that we know that, what are we going to do about this? There's certain things and traps that I want to talk to you guys about today. Okay? The reason why is that when you make money, there are traps and pitfalls laid out for you everywhere. Whatever you made last year, 2020 and 2021, I believe that your money will increase, it will grow, your bank account, it's going to get fat. So those pitfalls, there's 8 things that I want you to know, 8 things I want you to remember, take with you so that you know that I'm not going to fall into this pitfall in 2021. I'm not about that. I'm not falling into that pitfall. Not this year. Not ever. All right, let's see who's here. Lungi's also here with us. Lab K. Hi, we missed you. Good to see you, Refilwe. Hey, good morning. Everybody, welcome to the morning party, and I hope that you enjoy it. Let's get into it. The 8 pitfalls and money traps that you need to look out for when we make more money this year. I said when we make more money in 2020. All right, number 1 is the poverty mindset. So the poverty mindset is this belief that we shouldn't spend money. That, okay, now your salary has increased, don't spend it. Don't spend the money. It's just like, listen, opportunities are very limited, and that every risk is dangerous. So we're not going to spend any money. The success is, it might not be here forever. It may be temporary. We can't do this, guys. We actually can't do this. Don't spend your money. This may all fall away. This may all go away. Everything might just come crashing down. And for some of you, may be like, but Kopano, it could be true. Nothing lasts forever. Success can't be forever. Money can't be forever. Opportunities can't be forever. The problem with the poverty mindset is that it holds you back from making more money. That is the problem. I don't think you have to spend money to make money, because I do believe that there are many people who start businesses with zero money and they grow into a business that has money. However, I do think that you have to spend money to grow your money. So when you have 10 Rand, you should spend a bit of it to make it 100. Yes, when you have zero, you can go from zero to hero. But for you to go from the level that you are to the next level, you need to spend money. You need to spend money on growing yourself, growing your skills, because what you know got you here. It got you to a 50,000 Rand salary. But what if your boss says, if you get this degree and get this extra skill, I'll give you a promotion that will get you to an 80,000 Rand salary. So now you have to spend money to make that money, to grow more money. So the poverty mindset doesn't want you to spend. Don't want to spend on anything. But you should spend to grow your money. To go to the next level in life, you need to invest in yourself, you need to reinvest in your business, and you need to invest in other people who will help you to grow your shmoney, honey. Number 2 is the opposite of that, which is reckless spending. Reckless spending just says that, let me spend it while I still have it. I've got $1 million, let me buy a Mercedes now before the $1 million disappears. It's basically just saying, now that I have the money, let me spend it now, so that when I don't have money, I don't regret it. It's another side, it's an opposite side of the coin when it comes to the poverty mindset. The poverty mindset is just like, let me not spend because this money might just disappear. You know, the success might disappear, my job might disappear, the opportunities might disappear, the risk is too much. But the opposite side of that is almost the same thinking, is that the money is here, it may disappear, so let me just spend it. Let me just spend it on what I want to spend it on, because if I don't, then I won't get this opportunity again. Ooh, let me just spend all that money now. Reckless spending will mean that you'll spend on things that you don't even see value in. They're not even valuable. You'll spend it on anything and everything. New hair, new wig. You'll spend it and you'll be like, what did I actually spend all that money on? You won't even remember what you spent it on because it was just reckless. You'll have 100,000 Rand, you'll disappear the 100,000 Rand, and then you're just like, but where are the things that I spent it on? You'll spend it on a holiday, you'll spend it on useless and fickle things because you're just like, it's going to disappear anyway, so I might as well just spend it. So the third trap that you need to look out for is the scarcity mindset. The scarcity mindset says that I've got fear and anxiety around money. It makes you feel inadequate, or you feel as though you're insecure about the money you have or the money that you're going to spend. How this affects you is that you look at the price of something as opposed to looking at the value of something. The scarcity mindset and the poverty mindset are very similar, but the scarcity mindset basically says that when I want to buy something, so my boss tells me that I need to go get a new degree and learn the skill in order for me to get a promotion. I look at the degree and it's 100,000 Rand for 1 year. It's too expensive. That is what the scarcity mindset says. However, when you look at the value of that degree, right? So your boss said you go from 50 to 80,000 Rand. And if you spend this 100,000 Rand in the year, you're going to, increase your salary by a whole 30,000 Rand. So you'll make your money back in 3 months. 3.5 months, you've made your money back. And then after you're making profit. So you see the value in the thing that you want to spend on as opposed to just the price. Because you need to spend and invest in yourself to grow your shmoney, to grow your wealth. But you don't know everything. So you don't want to spend on a financial advisor. You don't want to spend on a consultant. You don't want to spend on a person who's going to come paint your walls properly. You're going to go for the cheap person. But then you get to see that my value is low because I was just thinking about the price instead of thinking about the value of something. And this is where many of us get trapped in. All right, so number 4 is the thought that I've made it. Hey, I've made it. I can spend, I can pay for the Mercedes, so therefore let me get it. Whoa, you're not there yet. You haven't made it yet. When you spend too early, when you can see that my trajectory is going like this, it's only up for me in 2021. You can see that this year I'm going to be a millionaire. So because you think you're going to be a millionaire, you start spending like a millionaire in January. But you're only going to become a millionaire in December. But January you're already spending like a millionaire. You get into debt. You start to pay for things that you actually can't afford. And that is what gets you into a debt trap. So thinking that you've made it before you've actually made it is a trap that many of us fall into, especially when the money situation starts to look good. What is like, I'm going to be able to afford this thing. So let me just pay for it now. The money is there for me to pay for it now. So it's very important that we balance and we say that, okay, fine. Let me only spend for things when the money has arrived in my bank account. Not when I think the money is going to come, when it has arrived in my bank account and it has proven itself to be staying in my bank account. Then and only then will I spend on it. All right, let's see how the morning chat is going. Mandiri, you're late, but good morning and welcome. I'm happy you're still here. Sipatisile, I think COVID made scarcity mindset worse. It really did. It really did. We start to think to ourselves, you know what? Yeah, no. Finding the value in things became a little harder. We started to become very insecure about our money because the market became extremely volatile. Things became weird. People lost their jobs. Opportunities became few. However, personally, I do think that last year, 2020, was the year to invest in ourselves and the year to grow our skill and to grow our money. I definitely think so because a lot of people did do that, and I'm pretty sure that it was a good year to actually spend on things that are valuable to reinvest in yourself. So Lesego was saying education is the best investment. All types of education, whether it is formal or informal education, as long as you are spending to grow yourself. Spend money to grow your money, honey. Spend your money to grow your money. All right, now number 5, the spending trap. The spending trap is basically you saying, okay, I'm making more money, therefore I must spend more money. Yes. So if before I used to spend around, 0 on myself because I was struggling. I was still trying to find my feet in my life. So I wasn't spending much money. But now that I have more money, I should spend more on myself. So you get into the spending trap that I need to spend. You feel as though I must spend. I must spend. I've got money, I must spend. It means that I must spend. It's just the weirdest feeling. It's literally just you feeling as though, okay, because there's more money coming in, I don't spend I must spend it on something. What can I spend it on? I've got an extra 2,000 in my bank account this month. What can I spend it on? Shoes. Let me buy a pot. Maybe a pot. That's how we feel. Because we're not used to there being a surplus at the end of the month, we feel as though we must just spend it instead of investing it. If we see investing also as spending, then we're just like, okay, instead of me spending on shoes, instead of me spending on hair, instead of me spending on something, because I feel as though I must spend because there's extra money in my bank account. Let's hold back and rather invest more as opposed to spending more. Number 6 is the social circle pressures. When you make more money, you start to be in different social circles. Or when your friends also start to make money, you feel as though you need to keep up. Right now, we are all buying houses. So I must also buy a house. 2021 is the year when my friends are buying houses, therefore I must also buy a house. Those are the social pressures that we get from our social groups. So we need to be very careful of the friends that we keep. They may be a good and positive influence for you because they are working their way up. They are ladies who are making more money and they are moving up in the world. They're getting promotions and that's good. But don't feel as though you need to spend the same way they are. Because everybody's going on a holiday to Cancun doesn't mean you also have to go on a holiday to Cancun. Your money is different from my money, so let's not compare to each other and feel as though we have to do the same thing. Number 7 is the perception of levels. People who earn this much live like this. People who earn this much live like this. And that is the perception that we have and we've placed it on ourselves. Nobody told you that. Nobody said that 50,000 rand people must live like this. 100,000 rand people must live like this. And nobody said that. No one. The other day my husband told me something very interesting. He said that Elon Musk only bought a house now. He's been renting this entire time. A millionaire! So many millions. Doesn't own a house. Only started owning a house now. And then he also told me about the soccer player who lives with his mother. with his mother. That's how you should be. Live your life your way. Just because you're making a certain level of money doesn't mean you need a house, or you need a car, or you need to go on vacation. Levels do not mean anything to you. You live by your own standards and your own levels. If you get to a certain age, if you get to a certain level of money, you do not have to spend that way. No, you don't. If you make a certain amount of money, you spend it the way you see fit. If you don't need a car, don't buy a car. If you don't need to buy a house, don't buy a house. It doesn't matter how much money you're making. If you feel as though I'd rather rent out the house I live in and have investment properties instead, do that. That is better for you and your specific money, your portfolio, your personal money portfolio says that I'm going to rent the house I live in, I'm going to lease it out, and then I'm going to have investment properties all over the country. Property that actually makes me money. Because the house you live in makes you no money. Yes, it holds value, but it doesn't make you money on a monthly basis. However, if you have investment properties, those properties make you money as opposed to you living in a house that is just holding value. It's not multiplying, it's holding value. There's a very big difference. Okay, so finally, number 8, balanced spending. We need to balance our spending as we continue to earn more money. When we lived at a certain level, we only got what we needed and we spent according to what we could afford. As you get more money, you need to balance what you put in and what you take out. The way that I like to see it, and that's why I like multiple streams of income, is that we only spend proportional to what we make. So even if we make less, we need to spend slightly less to make sure that we always hold a certain amount of value. So balancing your money, knowing that as I gain more money, not falling into pressures of what I have to do, these are things that I need to start investing in. These are new types of investment levels that I want to get into. I want to move from investing just from my fixed deposits, moving on to my unit trusts, and then moving from my unit trusts, I'd like to invest in stocks. And when I invest in stocks, I'd like to invest in property. So balancing out the way that you are making and you're spending money. Before, when you had 10,000 Rand, you were only saving about 5 to 10% of your income. And now that you're at 50,000 Rand, you're deciding now that you want to spend about 20% of your income. So you want to balance your spending as you increase your income. You also want to balance your giving and your getting. I truly believe that there should be a portion of your income that you are giving, either to the church or to charity. Whichever way you want to see it, a part of giving comes back to you all the time. So as you are investing, as you are spending on yourself, and as you are reinvesting in yourself to make more money, also give a portion of your income to those in need. And that should also be balanced and proportional as you increase your income. All right, beautiful people, let's see what the chat has to say. So Khaliletsanga is saying, I've stopped comparing myself to my friends. I live with my own standards. I love that. Tembelihle saying, it's so true, so very important to be careful of who you surround yourself with and how I allow them to influence me. Sipa saying, lol, and there we are, mere thousands living in mansions and driving fancy cars. Very, very true. Very, very true. We're living in big houses when millionaires are just like, I don't need a house, I ain't gonna buy a house. Joy is saying, I have experienced that people shocked that I don't have a car yet. It wasn't a priority and taxis worked better. If you don't need a car, you don't need to have one. Denise is saying that it's so true on that one. When you compare yourself to your friends and others, I actually see that most at uni, there's so much pressure to follow the crowd. If you follow your own line, especially when you get to the working stage in life, you will see that you are much better off. So Lisa was saying, I like the social circle point. You're absolutely right. No one told us anything. We just followed the wrong trends. That is exactly what happens. We think that everybody's doing this, everybody's investing in this, everybody's doing this with their money. We need to do it as well. I still feel the same with a car. Need it yet. It means means of transport if I have somewhere to go. Nice. Please make a video on where best to invest our money. I'm definitely doing my research on that one, and I'll come back with it because I do want to give you a good one. A good one. When it comes to investing your money and where you should invest your money, I want to make it good. All right, good people, that's all I have for you today. I wanted to keep it nice, light, and short for a Charlotte Tuesday. I do truly believe. Can I get an amen? Hallelujah. We are going to make that money, honey. 2021 is the year for us to increase our money double, double, double. Double January, double in February, double in November. We are doubling for the whole year. That's all I have for you guys today. I hope that you enjoyed this one. And until next time, beautiful people, do like this video when you leave it if you're joining me for the live stream. And if you want to join me tomorrow morning, 7:30 South African time for another live stream. Amen from Rati. Until later days, beautiful people, thank you so much for joining. I'm Kopane Shimange, and this is How I Do Things.